Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video gonna be slightly different. I got my new rod, so I will talk a little bit about this rod and I'll show how this rod performs. That's the rod. It is ST Croix Trout Series 2022 edition. This one I got 2 to 7 grams, 6.4 foot. I'm not gonna go through all specs and details and what it's made of, because if you are watching this video, probably you're looking to buy this rod and you already looked at the specs, and if not, it's easy to find. The most important part is how this rod feels in a hand. It's very sensitive. It's more sensitive than my previous rod. I can't compare with another proper trout rods because I never owned one, but definitely I can feel, after fishing few days with this rod, I can feel how the lure works, the touch of a bottom, stone or grass or small fish, tried to take casting distance, probably like 8.5 out of 10. Accuracy of casting is good. It took a bit of time to get used to it, but when you get used to it, it does cast very well and very accurate. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I bought this rod from my own money. It's just my opinion. The reason I decided to buy this rod, because few days ago I went and used Heinis rod for one day and I was amazed, but bear in mind his rod is same Trout Series 2022 edition, just his is 6 foot, 1 to 5 gram casting weight. After trying Heinis rod, I decided to get for myself same one, just heavier edition as you already seen. The reason behind that, Heinis rod is so light and when I'm fighting fish over 45 centimeters, it's getting a bit scary. It does a job, it holds fish, but I know if I will hook into one of the monsters, I will be struggling a bit. As every single thing, there is good and not as good things. This rod is not an exception. After I tried Heinis rod, I'll try to fit in camera. It's super soft rod, absorbs, shakes so good. Even catching a small fish, it's just flexible enough to absorb everything and keeps the fish on a hook. But being very light, I went for heavier rod, but this is just basically one level heavier, because Heinis 1 to 5 grams and mine is 2 to 7 grams. And I couldn't believe how much heavier. Even looking, it's thicker rod, first thing, and so much sturdier, so much stiffer, and flexes back so much quicker. Don't take me wrong, comparing to my previous rod, Westin Street Stick 2 to 7 gram, this one absorbs the shakes better, it's softer, I can feel lure better. This one is slightly longer than my previous, so I can cast further down. But as them two are same brand, same line, it's just crazy how much stiffer this rod is. You can even see the difference in a thickness. Even though this one is 1 to 5 gram and this one is 2 to 7 gram, but comparing us from same line, this one feels like it is 2 to 10 grams and this one 1 to 5 grams, and I really missing this in between where mine is 2 to 7 grams, and that's what I was thinking I'm gonna get, softness and flexibility between them two. But strange, if ST Croix would make this 2 to 7 gram somewhere between them two rods, I think that would be absolutely perfect rod. But here you go, it is what it is. The biggest minus from this rod, when I hook into small fish like 25 centimeters, 30 centimeters, the tip just springs back too quick, and I'm still losing some of the fish, which I didn't feel same thing with Heinis rod. It just absorbed and it flexed back, springed back slower, which kept the fish on a hook. Not that case with my rod. It still holds fish quite well, but not as good as I was expecting. That is basically the only minus I had about this rod. But where this rod shines, as you will see, I caught some monster trout, and this rod deals with a big fish so well. It has so much backbone, and fighting big fish with flexibility is just perfect. It holds fish so well, it fights fish. I had no struggle at all. It's just pleasure to fight big fish. Only the weak link I had, because on previous line I had a wind knot right in the middle of the line. I bought a new line which is Sunline small game PE03, super thin line, and it's only 5 or 6 pound strength. And when I was fighting with fish, I felt that this rod could do so much better, but because of such a thin line, I just couldn't put more pressure on it. Otherwise the line would just snap, I lose the fish, my lure would stay in a fish, that wouldn't be good for a fish as well. So I think with this rod, PE04 or 06 would be absolutely perfect when you can fight any kind of a fish. No struggle, would absorb all shakes. You can push a lot of drag just to pull out of a snags or grass if there is around. After I'll finish this line, I'll put slightly thicker one. And with all that being said, let's check how actually this rod performed in a real life situation. How this rod handled big fish. Let's do it. That is big one. Yep. Okay, let's put more drag. Let's see how this rod gonna perform. I hope it's not snagged. No, not snagged. That is a lot of drag. If I will put more drag, my line will snap. Fishing rod doing great. I would prefer probably slightly, oh, came off, softer. Got in the snags. That was big one. Yeah, it handles fish really well, like easy. It was like probably well over 40 centimeters trout, and there was zero struggles at all. I would prefer that this rod would be slightly softer, because when I used Heinis rod 1 to 5 grams and it was 6 foot, was absorbing shake so much better. Yeah, I'll show you how hard was drag. Camera was on pause.
still okay. Fence came off, very good. Didn't need to unhook. Still, this rod is a little bit too stiff. A bit of extra softness would be so perfect. Whoa, what is it? Hope so it's not a pike. No, that is a big trout. Okay. Nice. More drag I can put, but I don't want to lose fish. Whoa, you see fishing rod bending like woo. And fish is super active. Jumped already a few times. It's not giant, but it's nice. Whoa! Okay, because it's first time for this rod, I'm letting this rod to do the job. Oh, it's hooked somewhere strange. Okay, would be nice to get this fish out. Come on, trout. Enough fighting. Opa. Oof. Actually, it is a big trout. Brilliant. That was 47 centimeters. Mean fat trout. Look at this. Wow. Crazy. Bye bye. I just did another cast and had attack again. Yep. Oh, sorry, I was recording. I switched off accidentally. Oh, nice again. Fishing rod bending, nice. Trout in a net, whoa. Crazy. Yes, unhooked itself. Okay, not gonna measure. Still full of energy, alive. Let's put it back straight away. Whoa, gone like a rocket. Well, I can say one thing, that this rod is absolutely brilliant for big trout. For small trout, I would say probably a bit too stiff. But for big trout, holding them and fighting with them perfectly. Well, from the rods I had, casting very well, accurately, by my standards. Sensitivity is just great. I can feel every movement of the lure. I can feel everything what my lure touch. Wow! Whoa! Are you joking? That is insane size! Wow! Fishing rod, do that job. Ultimate test for this rod. Can't believe, can't make more, I can't put more drag. Don't want to lose don't want to break the line. This is over 50. Look at the rod, how it works, absorbs so well. Wow, oh my god. Evening just came. In daytime nothing was biting. Evening time they start feeding, I guess. Come on. Come on. I see. I can see this fish is still full of energy and saving for final run. Yeah, here she goes. Oh, he. Don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whew. Can't believe I was just going home. 1, 2, first, second, third fish, all in such a short time. Ah, almost got in a net. My net could be a bit too small. Wow. No. Oof. I gave, I think, a bit too much of a loose line. That's why I start going crazy. No, don't pick up speed. Just stay calm. And oh, so close and so far. I am in a net. This is pig. I mean, this is a tank. Guys, unbelievable. Exactly 60 centimeters. Guys, look at this 60 centimeters. Giant. What a fish. Oh my god. Crazy. Woo! That is insanity. Fish like this. Wow, guys. ST Croix TFS64LF2. A bit too stiff for daily, could be slightly softer, but as you've seen, it dealt in amazing with a 60 centimeters trout, paired with 1/4 2500 reel. And I just got new line because previous fishing my line got wind knot in the middle of it, so I got Sunline small game, in Japanese marking 0.3. Everything is awesome, could be a bit softer as I said, but when you hook into one of these ones, you don't want any softer to be. First tube, finally. Is it good? Oh yeah, on Jackal Chubby SSR. Feels okay. Whoa, actually that is very decent one. Oh, don't break my net, please. Wow, that is insane size. Just measured, guys. Look at this beast. 55 centimeters. Oh, wow. Whew. Straight in my face. Straight to my face. Okay. Yeah. Try to hold like this. You see, it looks really rough. Maybe after spawning or so. You ready to go? Bye bye. Woo! Finally! Finally! Yes! Oh, it was mess to deal with this tube. Oh, got splashed in my face. Couldn't put camera right. Heinis got 6 foot 1 to 5 grams. This one is 6.4 foot 2 to 7 grams, and his rod is so much lighter and more pleasure to deal with a small fish, but I'll take this one anyway. Right guys, subscribe, like, and I'll see you on the next ones.